Hey guys, how you doing? This is Ty, and I'm back in the back cave again to do a reaction video on a movie I just saw, which surprised me so much because I didn't expect this movie to be this good. It's called Violent Night, and man, this movie blew my mind because I was laughing all the way to the end of this movie. I couldn't believe myself. I couldn't believe that this movie was that good. That I was laughing all the way to the end of this movie. I would say this is a shocker of the year because it's the end of the year, so it's a shock of the year. But before I continue, just subscribe. So don't forget to subscribe, guys, and that's it. So just to get new videos that I make in the future. All right, so this movie, I need to tell you, man, Violent Night. It is violent, very violent. It's not for your kids. This movie's not made for your kids. Don't be deceived when you see Santa Claus drinking in that bar in the beginning because he's because he's a violent Santa Claus. All right. So I would suggest you children 12 and under should not see this movie. It's not for children. It's for adults. It's for adults. And if you want to go on a date, take a girl out on a date for you guys because this movie is violent one, funny two, three very surprising, and four you're gonna enjoy yourself. I was laughing. I was laughing all the way through this movie. Um, I would say this movie I think is an hour and a half. I think hour and a half, so it's not that long, but it keeps you on the edge of your edge of your seat. And in terms of it was just full of action. It was full of action. Um, the negatives I would say about it is, I mean, it's obviously this movie. If it's full of action, that means that the directing was okay, the acting was okay. It wasn't that bad. The acting wasn't that bad. They did what they had to do, and I, I would say that's probably it. The writing, yeah, it was okay. What do you expect? The writing wasn't that great, but it was okay. But overall, if you want to have a good time, just see this movie, and you definitely take it from me. You'll enjoy yourself. Okay, so this is the non-spoiler part of the video. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, cut me off right here. Okay, guys. All right, so we're getting into this right now. I'll give you a second. All right, that's a second. All right, now we're gonna get into the movie. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, man, this thing is good. It's good. All right, this part, he's in a bar, and it's basically how it starts. He's in a bar and is enjoying himself. Well, not enjoying himself. He was depressed about Christmas, and you know, kids change. He's been doing it for he's been doing it for about 1,000 years, and he was thinking, reflecting how kids are changing, and they don't really believe and care about Santa Claus anymore. All right, and it's made by Universals, of course. All right, and this is the family that the movie's going to focus on. That's the child, the only child in this movie, the only child in the movie that's I think under 12, under 12. This is the only child in the movie. She's the one that basically motivates Santa Claus to basically kill more people and to rescue her because her family her grandmother is a senator, and somehow she has some money stored up in her basement. It, her basement is very advanced. It has a safe in it, like a million, two, like $5 million safe, and they're trying to crack that safe. That reminds me about something. This movie, the director, he got he took the idea from Die Hard One, the safe, Die Hard Two, and I forgot the third one where he took it, but I'll remember a little bit later. Hold on, guys. All right. So that's the couple, her parents. These are the criminals about to try to take the money. These are the guys that are trying to kill Santa Claus. They come in, kill everybody in there. $300 million in a safe downstairs, and that's a safe, $5 million safe. And there's Santa Claus coming through the chimney. He eats. This guy eats everything. Man, he was drinking in the bar before, and he's eating everything, all the cookies, and then he got caught with a cookie in his mouth. All right, and the guy tried to beat him up, and Santa's like, "Okay, you're gonna leave me no choice but to kick you behind," and he did. All right, and he's fighting the criminals now. All right, he did a pretty good job, and yeah, it's pretty violent. You see the star. He plugged the star in his eye and roasted his brains. And I'm telling you guys, that guy that he put the star in his eye and he plugged it in, man, that was the funniest part of the movie probably. The dude's head got on fire and he was burning for like a minute. Oh my gosh, it was so violent, man. It was so violent. It was crazy. His head was burning. And you can think in your head, you can smell the hair burning and everything. It was crazy. Anyway, yeah, he's basically sneaking up on people and killing them. I mean, it sounds cheesy, guys. It is when you think about it, but they put it together so funny. And he has a sledgehammer kicking everybody's behind. These guys are trained dudes, and he's kicking everybody's behind. And John Legiano, yeah, John Legiano, he he's a leader of these gangs of crooks. He's a leader of them, and he sees evidence. He sees that he's Santa Claus, but he doesn't want to believe in Santa Claus. This dude, they caught him right and one point in the movie. He caught him, wrapped him up, and then he left through the chimney. He did something with his nose and go through the chimney, through the up, and he and then they see this, and he said, "That's not Santa Claus. I'm telling you, it's not Santa Claus. It's a trick." And I'm like, "Dude, that's Santa Claus." Anyway, he has a list of naughty, all of them on the naughty list. So he has to kill every one of those criminals. This part is funny. He put a grenade in this dude, and he turned around and looked at him and said, "I have to look." All right, the sledgehammer part, yeah. Reindeers are funny too. They left him on the roof. That's how he got caught by the criminal in the beginning. The reindeers they didn't want to stay for Santa Claus, so they left, and he got caught basically with a cook in his mouth, and he had to fight the criminal, and he had to try to get get the reindeers back to help him to get out of there. But they didn't come in time, so he had to kill every one of those criminals. Yeah, I think he went through about 50, 60 criminals. No, 40. All right, 40 criminals, well armed, well trained criminals. But Santa Claus, back in I think he was a Viking, and he was a very good Viking. He used to kill people back in the day, like 1,000 years ago. But it's believable if you believe in Santa Claus. Yeah, yeah. So basically, that's it, guys. Guys, man, I'm telling you, this thing surprised me. It shocked me. I mean, just like you guys, I've seen if you've seen the if you've seen the previews for this, you would think this is a corny movie for the end of the year. But man, this thing is a shocker. It surprised me so much. Uh, I would give it out of five. I don't usually do this. I give it 3.5. 3.5. And that's a good movie. The only reason why is because it made me laugh all the way through. I was laughing. I almost fell off my chair because I was laughing. It was a good movie. I haven't given 3.5 since I started, and this movie cracked me up so much that you can see on my face. This movie is hilarious. Anyway, guys, Merry Christmas! I got my Christmas stuff in the back, celebrating this movie right here. I didn't tell you guys this. So, I should have told you in the beginning. I had it in the back for you guys. Christmas spirit. I hope you guys enjoy your day. In the future, if you want to go bring a date out or have fun adults having fun going out. Don't bring your children under 12 to this movie because it's very violent. It's very gory, a lot of blood, a lot of mayhem. Please don't, because it'll give them nightmares. You don't want them to have nightmares. All right, and enjoy. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Take care, guys.